All right, guys, happy Thursday. It is the first day of October, October 1st, and today we're going to work on introductions, okay? So our objective is I can write an introduction for my essay, your success criteria. I start my introduction with a hook that gets my reader's attention. My bridge explains my topic or gives background knowledge, and my thesis ends my introduction and describes the 3 points I will explain in my essay. So if you notice the success criteria here, we already have a thesis. You just have to do these first two. All right, so it shouldn't be much for our introduction today. All right, so a calendar, where should you be? Today, if you look at Thursday's October 1st, their introduction, the mini lesson is on hooks. And then tomorrow's supposed to be a mini lesson on the bridge. And then your introduction is actually due tomorrow. But we're going to combine these today and let tomorrow be a catch-up or work day. The introduction is still not due until tomorrow, but you are in class today, so let's talk about the entire, well, you guys aren't in class, but let's talk about the entire introduction today so that tomorrow can be more of a help day, okay? So the introduction paragraph, what is it? It's the first paragraph that hooks the reader, explains the topic, and gives background and previews what will be in the rest of the essay, okay? So here's the example. What do you see in this mentor introduction? Now, just take a second for those of you at home. What do you see in it? Okay, look at the structure of it, look at the sentences, look to see how things are ordered. All right, I see like the first word is just a period. That's not a complete sentence. Ghosts, period. Goblins, period. Witches, period. Oh my. And that kind of sounds like something from The Wizard of Oz, like lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Okay, so this obviously is not a formal sentence, but I think it's trying to get my attention. So that's the hook. Ghosts, goblins, witches. Oh my. Okay, there's the hook. And then it goes on to just talk about Halloween. Americans celebrate Halloween with costumes, trick-or-treating games at parties. Children and adults alike participate in the festivities every year at the end of October. The holiday of Halloween has been around a very long time. Many countries celebrate a version of it. Some cultures see it as a time to get rid of evil spirits, while others find its religious roots. So really, they're just telling, like the author's just telling me about Halloween, okay, right there. There's no like different points they're making, they're just saying about it. So it's just giving us information. And then at the very end, it says Halloween has many rich traditions in Ireland, Mexico, and Italy. Hey, I know that, that's my thesis. So it looks like there are 3 parts to this, okay? And let's look, here's the structure. So hook is the ghost, goblins, witches, oh my. Then the bridge explains the topic or gives the background. Okay, it's just telling about what Halloween is. Kind of for the bridge, you can pretend like somebody doesn't understand your topic at all. And then the thesis comes at the very end. When we talked about thesis statements, we said they are at the very end of the introduction. Okay, so the success criteria, which we talked about on the first slide, I can start my introduction with a hook that gets my reader's attention. My bridge explains my topic or gives background knowledge. And I end my introduction with my thesis statement and controlling statement. Thesis statement / controlling statement. All right, so hooks. The hook or lead of an introduction is what grabs the reader's attention, and there are many ways to do this. Okay, if you click on this, okay, this will take you, you can click on this from the slideshow today. This will take you to hooks and leads techniques. There's a bunch of them, all right? We have a startling statement or fact, and then I have an example over here. Definition, give the actual definition of a word that has to do with your topic. Mystery statement, snapshot, description, humor. Okay, look in what it says and then look at the different ideas I gave you. The one I used was 3 words or phrases. Okay, and they don't have to be complete. They're just, it's a different way to do something. They don't have to be complete sentences. It's a writer's move. So this one, civil rights movement in 1960, the Vietnam Rally in 1970, the debut of the internet in the 1990s. All of these would be possible if you had time travel. So that's what that's going to be about. But those are 3 phrases, not words. You can do either. So that's what I decided to use as mine. Okay. So example from Mentor, ghosts, goblins, witches. Oh my. So if you wanted to try this with your topic, you could do 3 words or phrases that would kind of explain something that's going to be in your essay. Okay, so that's a hook. You can use one of those techniques. Notice I did not use questions. Questions is not on that list. We are no longer using questions, okay? Questions can maybe be later in the year when we talk about good questions, but no longer is it going to be, have you ever heard of McDonald's? Do you know what it means to be grateful? We're scratching those this year, no questions. So that's a hook, okay? And now let's talk about the bridge. The bridge is the middle part of the introduction that connects the hook to the thesis. The bridge gives background on the topic and explains it. So this part is just giving background about Halloween. So you're just giving background about McDonald's. McDonald's is a restaurant that many people go to. It's Golden Arches and they give burgers. Just pretend someone's never heard of McDonald's, okay? Being grateful means saying thank you, thinking about the things that you appreciate, all of that stuff. And then doing different things during COVID-19. COVID-19 has been a pandemic that has affected our country for months now, and people have been doing things that have been good for us, okay? So that would be kind of just a couple sentences that explain your topic. Give us a little background before you're gonna go into your specific points. That's a bridge, okay? So try to work on a hook and try these two first. Try 3 words or phrases or a definition. Try those 2. See which one you like. If you don't like either of them, you can pick a different technique from that list. And then work on a bridge. Give some background, give a few sentences, and you can type these right in your introduction paragraph. That should have been that's in your module, the informative essay writing module. Click on the introduction paragraph and you can start writing these, okay? This is working with a group if you're in class. So put it all together in this introduction, the hook, the bridge, and the thesis. Your thesis is on your gathering evidence graphic organizer. You just type that. We don't need to go over that because you already have it. So type your hook, then immediately start your bridge, and then following that is your thesis and controlling statement, and that is your introduction paragraph.